Hey guys, this is Mudit from SAP HANA 1 Engineering, and welcome to part 2 of our video tutorial series to launch and set up the newest version of HANA 1 on AWS, Revision 80, the easiest, quickest, and cheapest way to get your hands on SAP HANA database for productive use. In part 1 of the video series, we looked at steps to launch HANA 1 from AWS Marketplace using their one-click launch method. In this video, we will look at the first-time setup of HANA 1 portal. In the previous video, we were waiting for the instance to come up and AWS EC2 console to show 2x2 checks passed as its status. Once the instance is ready, simply copy the DNS name of the instance and paste it in a new browser window. If you see a warning saying that the SSL certificate is invalid, you can ignore it. This warning comes up as HANA 1 uses self-signed certificates for HTTPS traffic. Click on the Proceed link to continue. This will bring you to the first-time setup page. On this page, the first step we have to do is to copy and paste valid AWS credentials. These credentials are unique to each Amazon account and even to each IAM user. Using these credentials to authenticate the user, make sure that only the owner of the instance can proceed with the setup. Simply copy and paste your AWS access key ID and secret key. Once you have entered the credentials, we will automatically try to validate the credentials. Once they are validated, you will be presented with our end user license agreement. And while I know this is usually a dry read, I still recommend that you read through it. If the agreement looks okay to you, click on the I accept button. After clicking on the accept button, you can enter the HANA 1 portal's passwords. We recommend that you choose a really nice, strong password here, as this password provides access to HANA 1 console. We require that this password be at least 8 characters long and have at least one uppercase, one lowercase, and one numerical character. This password will be used to log into HANA 1 portal in the future. If you ever need to change this password, or if you forget this password in the future, you will be able to change it later after providing your AWS credentials. Once you enter your password, click on the Setup button. This should bring you on what we call the portal list page. This page will list all HANA 1 instances, revision 80 and up, under your account. You get instant access to some critical information, such as the state of the instance, its instance ID, how long ago it was launched, and for how long it has been running. Each HANA instance can either be managed by this portal, unmanaged, or managed by another portal under your account. By default, the portal list page will show you HANA instances managed by this portal. When a HANA instance is managed by this portal, you can open its console from this portal, look at its system stats, change HANA passwords, upgrade HANA to newer versions, etc. One portal can manage multiple HANA instances, but one HANA instance can only be managed by one portal at a time. If an instance has a gray border on top of it, it means that the portal and the HANA database are on the same AWS instance. On this page, you will also find links to launch more HANA 1 instances, portal's administration page, and messages page. To look at HANA instances that are unmanaged or managed by other portal, click on the Unmanaged button. Right now, we do not have more than one HANA instances. So let's go back to the Manage section by clicking on the Managed button. On this page, clicking on the instance ID will take you to the AWS EC2 console for that instance. From here, you can look at additional information about that instance or start and stop an instance. Let us check out portal's administration page. From here, you can see how many HANA instances are under your account, both that are managed by this portal and those that aren't. As you can see, I have one HANA instance that I'm managing from this portal. From this page, you can also change the password that you set during the first time setup. To do that, you will have to provide valid AWS access key ID and secret access key. This helps us ensure that only the owner of the instance can change the password. You can also update the AWS credentials that you provided during first time setup. AWS lets you create and rotate these credentials, and every time you mark a set of credentials as inactive and have a new set of credentials, it is usually a good idea to update them here. Let us go back to the portal list page by clicking on the home icon on top right of the page. Next, let us check out the HANA 1 product page. The HANA 1 version you see on the screen right now is exactly the one that we launched from AWS Marketplace page. As we launch more HANA 1 products, you will see them here. You will also be very easily launch them from this page. See, we are making it so easy for you to get SAP HANA. As you can see, some of the information that you can see on the screen is the launch date, product highlights, descriptions that you can expand and collapse. Moreover, you can make selections of regions, instance types, SSH key pairs, and VPC to use and launch it right away. If you want to create a new key pair or a VPC for your instance to launch under, click on the links to the right. That will take you to the AWS console. Once you're done there, refresh this page and you will see your newly created key pair or VPC here. You can also get to our community support page from here. Once you have made your selections, click on the launch button. As always, I recommend that you read through our license agreement. If it all looks good to you, scroll to the bottom of the agreement and click on the accept button. That will take you back to the portal list page. As you can see here, the new instance is in process of being launched. Now, if we go back to AWS EC2 console, we can see that the new HANA 1 instance is being initialized. As the instance comes up, a name and proper security groups are automatically attached to it. That is it for this video. So far, we have looked at launching HANA 1 instance from AWS console and from within HANA 1 portal. And we also looked at the first time setup and portal's administration page. In the next videos, we will go through first time setup of HANA database and different pages of HANA 1 console. Thank you for watching.